Hello, my dear beloved children. Let us now talk about how your current life situation influences your progress towards your main goal, the transition to the fifth dimension in your physical body. In order for this to happen, you need to keep your vibrations at a level no lower than the sixth chakra. And here the conditions of your current life play an important role. We have already talked a lot about the fact that the most favorable factor for maintaining a high level of vibrations is life in nature, far from big cities. Only here is a person able to create his own energy space without the interference of alien energies and programs. And to choose the most suitable place of residence for you, you can turn to your soul. Why does she know the answer to this question? First of all, because she planned it even before her incarnation on Earth, because her life path was carefully worked out according to the best and most favorable scenario for her. But once on Earth with a blocked memory, a person no longer remembers it and begins to live by intuition. Few people retain the ability to hear their soul and act intuitively for many years, which is typical for small children, and therefore, most often, a person strays from the path intended for him. And now the moment has come when it is very important to adjust the direction of your life path so that it comes as close as possible to the original scenario. Therefore, you can ask your soul to tell you the place on Earth that will help you free yourself from the shackles of the three-dimensional world and find the harmony and peace you need. Her answers may be unexpected, strange, and even frightening for you, since most people live by inertia and are afraid to get off the beaten track. But if you tune into the same vibrations as your soul, you will understand that it is right. Let's look at this with a specific example. Let's say a person who knows about the transition and is engaged in his spiritual development is forced to live in a big city in an apartment building and go to work every day, where he is surrounded by a variety of people, and sometimes even non-humans. But, let's say, the nature of his work allows him to do his work remotely, which happens quite often in this age of digitalization. And only the fear of change and many years of habit prevent him from doing this. But if he made an effort and expressed a clear and sincere intention to change his life, all the forces of light would help him find the most favorable option for him, especially if he acts on the prompting of his soul. And then he will be able to do the same job, but living far from the big city, and maybe in another country in a secluded place, enjoying the silence and beautiful nature. In fact, all this is quite real, and your soul is capable of pushing you to take a step that until recently seemed fantastic and unattainable to you. The same applies to your place of residence, which many are afraid to change due to their own laziness or inertia, even if it does not suit them at all. Do not be afraid, my dear ones, to part with old familiar places that hinder the evolution of your soul. Perceive any changes in your life as exciting adventures that open up new horizons for you and promise you many wonderful interesting discoveries. That's where we'll stop today. The Father Absolute, who loves you immeasurably, spoke to you.